Good evening and welcome to another epic episode of More Than Just Motoring brought to you by Racing for Change. We would like to thank this week's sponsor for having us. For more info about this week's sponsor, please keep watching. Hope you enjoy the show with us.
Hi, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to 2026. This is season 3, right? Season 3, episode 0. It's Mr. What do you call it? What do you call that?
The preview.
No, man. When you have the rally, that the zero car. The zero
okay.
car is like he checks the route out.
Okay,
And stuff. So
okay.
this is the zero episode.
Okay, I got you.
And we have very interesting guests in the studio tonight. My lovely wife is here, and you wanna come show? Of course, you can come and show the people that my lovely wife is here. Hey, Zia, they won't recognize you there. Another one. And I have my granddaughter here from New Zealand, and my daughter, and I have a very, 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 very out of town expert here tonight. My co-host, all the way, genuinely from out of town, Grassy Park.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, it's very far from here. Anwar Daniels.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the More Than Just Motoring platform, honored by Racing for Change as well. So this evening, ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be a full show. What it's going to be is going to be half an hour of what we are planning for 2026. And I hope you guys have an awesome festive season and holidays, and all is ready for the new year going ahead, 2026. And obviously, from our side, Racing for Change, More Than Just Motoring, we're going to do something a little bit different this year. We want to engage you listeners and listenership a bit more into the show, so that you basically can interact more with us, and it's a family show and niks aan goed te sien. And also you guys tell us who you guys want to see on the show, and also who you guys, and obviously asking questions and stuff like that. Salam Shakir, are you my brother? So what do you think about that idea, Mr. Abu?
I think it's absolutely brilliant. I just want to first of all thank the Almighty for giving us a fantastically successful season 2 last year. We kind of started off the year, no?
Yeah, we started late September. We started.
Yes, it was a pilot run, but as a result of that, we are definitely going to continue with bigger and better things in 2026. So to each and every one, I'm not going to mention all the sponsors here, but first of all, like I said, to the Almighty for allowing us this opportunity, and then secondly to our sponsors and to our partners, should I say, that made it possible last year. You guys know who you are. And I have spoken to you guys already, and I know we're going to have a absolute
banger over here,
2026.
Yeah.
In fact, next week our first episode starts off at Mischief Motorsport.
Yeah,
and I mean, they've been through us they've been with us through thick and thin already. So the idea that Anwar's come up with, I think, is absolutely brilliant. But now I'm going to put Anwar on a spot here.
Oh, nice.
Because I didn't actually, but Christo actually gave me this idea last year.
So Christo is the guy that goes behind the scenes. Whatever you see on the screen, on the channel and stuff like that, that's all the hard work of Mr. Christo
Kotze, and he just sent me a message here to say that he would like to come on the show one day without his top on. Okay, I'm not sure about this.
You and Abdul's friends. Yeah.
No, that was just thank you very much, Christo. It's unbelievable what Christo does in the background. I must tell you guys, you probably will never going to see him, but we know what he does in the background. So thank you. Just a message to say the sound is absolutely amazing and the picture is amazing. Thank you very much, Christo.
Awesome.
So basically, Anwar, we host the show every week, right?
Yes.
The More Than Just Motoring show. I know we spoke about branching out.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say branching out, because there's so much content available out there. Once a week is not going to cut it. So what we're going to do from this year, starting very, very soon, maybe even next week.
Yeah, everything goes to plan.
If not next week, then probably the following. What's going to happen now, on a Tuesday evening, we're going to have another More Than Just Motoring show, but that is specifically going to deal with drag racing.
Correct.
And spinning.
Correct.
Yes. That's because that's a big part of motorsport. We're still going to run the More Than Just Motoring this Wednesday night program to deal with all the rest of the stuff. And what's going to eventually happen is we will probably have another More Than Just Motoring show on another evening which might deal with technical stuff. There's so much technical. There are oil companies that's willing to come and talk about oil, for example.
Even what we also do is like, get the tuners. I mean, I think Cape Town is spoiled for all of tuners, and the technical wise of what they really do, especially when it comes to tuning vehicles, not being for every day, being drag racing, being circuit racing, spinning, whatever genre of motorsport it is, and there's the aftermarket ECU in. It's got to do with tuning. So even with that, that call it a tech talk, to have something like that going maybe on a Thursday night or even a Monday night. But there's also info that we want to bring to you guys in the sense of knowledge from these awesome tuners that we have in our city, and each one is different. And obviously, there is such a lot of followers towards the tuners that all the tuners basically they all come together, do exactly the same thing, but it's more of you gravitate. You like mischief, I like Saki. Not Saki Dynotech. Okay, let's not Saki Dynotech.
I know his wife, and that's not going to go down well there.
Okay. Yeah, but something like that also will be really cool to have.
Yes, because
but the Tuesday night thingy, it's I think it will just bring a different aspect towards more than just motoring, where we can showcase the drag being robot racing, stage strip, and your drags at Killarney.
And we spoke about this also. What Anwar's going to do as well is he's going to do more lives with the drivers about their builds. Am I right or not?
Yes, correct.
About their builds specifically, and we want to tap into the people that might never ever have a chance to display their cars and their talent on a public arena. So that is where you guys come in, the viewers that stuck with us through last year. I'll give you my cell number. I watch what Anwar's cell number is, but you're most welcome to WhatsApp any of the two of us to forward number one names of people. So the Wednesday night is the general show.
Yeah.
Right. We will decide where we're going to put these people. So we want names from you guys who you want on the show, and also basically who you want on the show.
Yeah, who want on the show, and also interact with us on our phones or on the platform as well.
Yes.
To get the questions rolling and stuff. The more questions you ask, the more the show can be yours.
Absolutely.
At the moment, we just the two puppets sitting here looking pretty. Okay, me looking pretty. And also interact with us in a sense of way of where you guys can actually hold on to more than just motoring and say, we are running the show. Right? We almost what I said, alles maar daar for moeilijk. But at the end of the day is that you need to interact.
Right, the Beauty and the Beast.
Other way around.
As ek nou wat jy is.
Ja.
Ek het geskreef ook gedaan hoor.
Okay, Beauty and the Beast for die ja.
Last it was Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, now it's vice versa.
So it's vice versa.
Yeah,
vice versa. Okay. So I also think we're not giving, for example, you have a tuner on the general show. He's got a couple of minutes to talk about years of experience. And that's the real challenge we're having. There's so much information, and we're not doing justice to the actual. We're not actually doing justice to the actual information they want to share.
Correct.
Hence, we want to do it on a specific, night that we can talk about. They can talk their hearts out about tuning.
I mean, we had if you're looking at the CPI guys, Yasin and Royce Nevada. I mean, and even Zayn was there that evening.
Yes.
The time you
Ford
is low, yeah.
Okay.
And then the time, when you look at the time, when you start, like, okay, cool, now this is the plan, this is where we're going towards. And then in the show, the questions, whatever we want to do, we got that. But you look at the clock, and the clock is against you.
Yeah.
And you're like, sorry, guys, there's always not only an hour left, but if we can dedicate an hour to that person, and obviously to you guys, asking the questions of what you want to know from the tuner, and even from the sport as well. If you want to come into the sport, like for drag racing and spinning, how do I get involved? Where do I go? There's so much of you guys that's out there that's actually the pinnacle point of this, because you know people and you know the friend. You can literally tell them, okay, Dula, you need to go here to A, B, and C, and they will hook you up as well. And that is the part where the interaction and the wat sê woord soek ek ons daar? Ek soek 'n woord man. Waar is die dictionary?
Wat is die?
Networking. Here we go.
CV join.
Networking, where you guys can network through the show, on the show. So even if somebody watches show next week, all that content will be on the platform. They can go through and say, oh, okay, to let us say ek van vir Willem phone and here we go. So that's the type of stuff that we want to grow as well on the show.
You know, I think if I think of, I mean, maybe I'm my mind works in different ways.
Yeah.
It does actually.
No.
But
Yeah.
I look at the world. I think to myself, there's so much knowledge, experience, good people out there that are willing to part with their knowledge for free.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, you get the greedy people. They want to take everything.
Yeah.
And you know what? This year, we are going to give you that knowledge at a very reasonable, I shouldn't even say cost.
Yeah.
It's not a cost
Yeah.
because, we want to just promote people that are not greedy. Because if we all help each other, we all can grow.
And that's the thing with More Than Just Motoring and Racing for Change in that aspect as well, is that, I mean, if you look at the amount of work we did last year, it was awesome. And Lachey, Moodley, you guys are doing great things for motorsport in the Western Cape. Thank you, Abdullah, and I keep it up. Thank you, Lachey. Really appreciate it. Kind words, my brother. But also is to
Lachey, it was your dad's birthday the other day. So tell him I say happy birthday. He's an absolute legend, a rally legend.
Mm-hmm.
That's the people we want on the show.
Yeah.
We're not going to have your whole family should be on the show. That's what it's about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a legend family, the Moodleys.
Yeah, and also the last year when we spoke to the open wheeler Ashfaq and
Ibrahim. Levy.
Yeah,
yes.
That family name.
Yes.
I mean, we had Ahmad as well.
Yes.
And his family. But that once again,
yes,
it was the tip of the iceberg we wanted to get in. But the show was more also for Yusuf and Yasin.
Guys, hang on a second. Hang on. And what do you need? Some 50-50?
No, it's nothing clean. Clean it.
No, it's 50-50 mixed already. 58 and 50 pump. Just by the way, while I remember, we ended up fourth with this normal standard conquest in the championship last year. So let me just tell you guys a little secret. This car's going to Class G this year.
Huh?
Yeah, it's turbo charged.
Yeah. Anyways, turbo charged.
You said it turbo.
Yeah, so let's start from the end of last year when we had our last practice and obviously the prize giving and stuff as well. Ek weet nie wie soos 'n fotograaf wil ek wag nog vir die foto's om uit te kom en dit wat seker vir die next year.
Oh yes, you're right. Crystal.
I'm not, don't blame Crystal, no?
You got the
and anyway, he was busy.
No, Crystal, we understand.
But it was awesome. I mean, our you have to all car. It was Rian.
Yeah, okay. While I remember this.
Okay.
So the year started off quite interesting. You guys know there was a fire at the Noon.
Yes.
On Saturday. I think it was last week.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there thinking myself, the Noon is like literally 1 kilometer.
Neighbors.
Yeah, from where we race. We're allowed to race. And then, it's unbelievable how things work. So, Faudin making calls, talking, discussing everything. Spoke to the lady. She said, we need a list of certain things. I said, okay. Stationery was a big thing.
Yeah.
So what happened was we managed to, Racing for Change, we are going to do a handover on Saturday.
Awesome. Well done.
At Killarney to the people from the Noon for stationery packs.
Okay.
So the stationery packs, it's going to be to the value, it's probably going to be to the value of about between 10 and 15,000 Rand.
Awesome.
So that's really what Racing for Change, and this happened within 1 day or 2 days. So that's really what Racing for Change does.
Definitely.
So, that's just what top. So that is, starting the year off like that.
No, definitely. We believe the results, and for our first episode next week, we can give the results of what happened last year.
Results.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Now it's short and impact, and let the people know what to plan for next year.
So the idea is, we've spoken about the idea already.
Yeah.
That we wanna get your guys' feedback. So if you feel that there's somebody worthy of coming onto the show, and what's your number now? Your cell number?
Why?
Because the people must send you messages. WhatsApp.
Must it do it now live?
No, they can do it, but otherwise they don't know what the number is.
Oh, okay. Now maybe we can do a post, or if you guys think, I'll ask Crystal to do something for us on a post, to do a little hit, and we can post it on our social medias and make contact through on our pages and obviously on our personal pages as well.
Yeah, well, I'll give you my number. It's not a problem.
If they're gonna write it down and stuff.
Yeah, it's 082 336 7788. That's my number. Just send me a WhatsApp. I would love to have Anwar Daniels on the show and blah, 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 and what he does. And then we can work it from there, because that to me, I think is the best way of doing it, by getting feedback from you guys out there, because you guys are the viewers. I mean, we just here directing the traffic, basically.
No, 100%.
So I know there is something that I wanted to, actually, I wish I remembered now again, I was supposed to tell you earlier on, is Crystal came up with this idea. The people see us here every week. Nobody really knows, how did you get into motorsport? I'm interviewing you tonight. I mean, you're 30 years old now, right?
Well, thank you. Yo, that is...
That's your wife and keeps you so young, brother. Say that to your wife.
Okay, shukran.
And your beautiful daughter also.
Shukran, guys. Abdul,
This is where it started off. How it started for you.
It's
How did it start?
Look,
Your love for cars.
it was always been. I used to buy and sell cars
Okay.
as a hobby.
Yes.
And then something fell in my lap, in a sense of,
Not your wife.
definitely. I was like with open arms. So,
Okay. She fell in your lap.
Yes. Like I caught her. Said, "Voor my te
I
vangen."
hope your wife's watching this. I hope she's watching this.
I was doing work and stuff. I had a bakkie at one stage, and then I saw this little car on the road, and this person that had the car wanted the bakkie, and I was like, okay. But in that time, stuff changed in my life as well, and then we did basically a swap for the car and for the bakkie. But in the meanwhile, I had the gearbox and engine ready for this car that I didn't have yet.
Okay.
So yeah,
So you had a bakkie.
I had a bakkie. It was a work bakkie.
What kind of bakkie was
It's
it?
a Hilux.
Oh no. Well done. No. You.
Toyota, brother.
Yeah.
Toyota.
Thank you.
Even if you drive a Nissan or a BMW, you drive it with a Toyota gedachte.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So eventually, then I got the car, and then but that car was automatic, and I
So
had
this work was not car related.
no,
the bakkie was not car related.
no,
Okay,
it's far from it.
Okay.
It's far from it. This was actually doing carpentry.
Then I'm giving you kitchen side. I was here now.
So long story
You're
short,
gonna hear that. You're in trouble. You are in big trouble.
and then I literally took everything. The car was automatic, mind you.
The Hilux.
No, the car that I got.
Okay.
Then I got the engine. I had it ready I had it for 2 years looking for a car. Not looking, but not looking.
Yeah, the engine was not the car.
Yeah, engine gearbox I had.
And what engine gearbox was that?
The one and only 4AGE.
Okay. 16 valve, I would assume.
16 valve.
Right.
And that I put into my yellow, a yellow as a block layer in the Toyota. Luckily, the car, not say luckily, but the car was yellow, my favorite color.
Yes.
And
The boxy.
Yes, this was a swan front.
Yes.
I loved the swan front more than the boxy.
Yes.
Then I bought this thing in there, and then we put the motor in there, and then everything was sorted. The car was like a tune. Every car didn't make a lot of power, but it was a fun car.
Yeah.
And then I started doing drag racing, and then I've been doing it for long. Me, my brother, there was a guy called, everybody know, Khatim Abrams,
Yeah.
Nazim Ori,
Cut him clutch.
yeah, Ibrahim, what's his name, DeLong, and Nasser Williams. And we were a bunch of guys that were together and were racing on we were naughty, and then we did also the drag racing at Killarney.
You know in Mexico.
At that time it was not Mexico, I think it was Brazil.
In Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil.
But in long
Oh,
story short,
Indiana.
no, I was debating. That was before. That was way before when I started and stuff. But I
Okay.
knew about was they attended, blah blah blah. Then the drag was cool. Everything was fun. Then there was a Gymkhana held one day at Gymkhana, but that time I think it was Jamboree.
Yes.
We had the drag racing,
Yes.
the 8-lap chase, and the Gymkhana
Yes. With the same car.
with the same car and accumulate points at the end of the day in the championship.
Correct. And you drove for a club, am I right?
We were for the club. Yes, it was for the club.
Yes.
We did that. I did some corner stuff like that, and I did some and then I don't know until today. I don't. And I pulled up the handbrake, and the car went sideways, and I dropped it, and things like that. And like, yo, this lekker. Went out again, did the same thing. It's like, this is fun. Then all after everything was done. Then I saw at the time it was Herman from Mischief,
Manke.
the Ahmad
Yeah.
Ahmad,
Yeah.
and there was another guy with a Skyline.
Was it Uncle Ahmad driving a Ford that time?
No, it was a BMW.
No, but he started with a Ford, remember?
Yes,
Yes,
started with a
yes.
Ford. Then there was a Boxy, and then there was a Lumina as well. That time we did, after the events, we did spinning, like, burnouts, we call it burnouts.
Yeah, that time, yeah.
Burnouts. Then, but before the burnouts, these guys went on, and I was like, Mon, this upper, don't hang out. It's like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That looks like fun. Anyways, over the years, we started a crew called Drift Squad. Do you want to Drift Squad? That's with the famous Mr. the Grandmaster DDD.
Yeah.
Got into a club with him, and we did lots of events and stuff like that. And that's where the drifting side of things took off, and that
Right.
was not too long ago. It was very long ago. But yeah, that is where the love for racing was always been there.
What age did you actually start? How old were you when you got this engine without the car?
I think I was about 20, 21, 22.
This is a good couple of years ago.
Yes. No, it was as long as because my brother had a 120Y, but also with the L18 side of
Yeah.
always drove in Killarney and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and always went with him. And then one day,
Your brother's surname also Daniel.
yes, unfortunately,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just checking.
That's a gentleman that always happened with the lighting at summit events.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he was deep into it, always working on his car, and I wasn't there yet, but he was there before me,
Yeah.
doing his thing, and I enjoyed it. And then I got my car, and we, like the whole crew,
So
went
that
together.
time when you took that 4AG, you came out of a front wheel drive car, obviously,
Correct.
and you put it into a rear wheel drive car
Correct.
with a 21-hour gearbox, I would assume.
No, it was
Standard
actually
dot.
no, it was actually the 5-speed. Can't remember the box.
3T,
3T box.
3T box,
3T box.
and an L.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't
No.
have not,
So
not the way that the 4AG revs.
The only thing that
And diff?
the only thing that broke in that car was from the rear of the engine. That's now clutch, flywheel, gearbox, and diff.
Yes.
So that is
You had
that
the 3T diff in there.
3T. Yeah, standard 3T.
Yeah.
I didn't do the M75 conversion or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the
3T wasn't gonna last.
shafts keep on breaking. Daai diff het staan soos Luther van Ross agter die kar. Hy sê, "Jy weet net music." Hy
Ja.
sing harder moet sê, "Hey papi." Gearbox, third gear or second gear,
Engine
always,
broke,
always, always, always. And the engine for 8 years that I had that engine, not once I broke the engine. No bearing knock.
It's unbelievable.
I blew. What happened was, you een na barang aan. Die dag voor na barang.
Yeah.
I took my mom to her mom. On the way, I blew a gasket.
Okay.
I got no idea how that happened. Anyways, took her to her mom. Went back to him. That time I worked for Nazim at the mechanical workshop.
Yeah.
Then Key Motors,
Yeah.
awesome people. Marwan, he actually opened the shop for me. I had heat balls, heat gasket, everything. That happened at about 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock I was driving. Car sorted, ready for apparent the next day.
You are.
Klar, no problem, no issues.
They're amazing engines. Eh?
It's lovely. Yeah, so that has been we have started and obviously ventured into drifting. And then obviously 1 year I did circuit racing, okay, for one race only for Midas. It was once off.
What
And
car was that?
the Conquest.
Oh,
A Conquest.
that's nice.
Also 20 in it as well. But it was an awesome experience. Assalamu alaikum Tola. So we're gonna chat very soon, Tola, about the drags on a Tuesday night inshallah. So
No, hang on.
Keep
Wanneer gaat hij madrasa toe?
no, you said I spoke to him about things.
No classes, huh?
No, Wednesday. I don't know, he must come in when the classes start again.
Nee, ik ga die plek bom. Die plek bom, ik ga niet meer klas, nog gaat die bos.
But yeah, that is where my love for racing comes in, because especially when it comes to the drag racing. Drag racing at the moment, for me, it
Big
is...
following.
No, besides the following, I won't be able to get into a car now and do drags. It's too fast, first of all, and it's scary.
What's that 7 second, Herman?
Herman did
Mostert.
a 7.7 at 271,
On a 400,
No.
on a 400 meters.
277.1 kilometers on the 400 meters.
The Nissan bakje with a 2JZ.
I was standing,
Oh my word.
I was probably standing midway. I was make it halfway maybe. I've never felt, and the sound wat halfway was soos hier gaat iets gebeur nou.
Ja.
I had a big fright of how it happened, but it was crazy. And not just that car, even what the slowest car that was there was probably doing a 12 second. That is slow.
Look at the Royston was impressive. Eh?
He did a 10 flat apparently.
But he was very impressive even at Saldana.
And he broke a box.
And on Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday.
on the
And
pit,
then
yeah.
what do you call a buddy with the motorcycles?
His buddy, he did the 8.5 again.
Yeah.
He couldn't break to the 8.4s once again.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. But I mean, the guys were out there. It's just, I mean, I just got there and Reese went out onto the drags. And I love watching it, but it's also like, oh, my fingers and my
Yeah,
fingers because it's scary. I don't know why. Maybe misschien raak ik te oud for it. But I mean, obviously, we can have Tola's take on that as well, sitting in that car, and describe us what the feeling is going down
After
there
he's
as well.
coming back, we must need that.
He's coming back soon, don't worry. We'll find out. We can't give it away now. On the
Oh,
show,
okay.
we'll get all that
Because
info from
I
you.
heard via the grapevine he's taking that bara out of that thing.
What's you gonna put in?
Two Jay-Z.
Never.
I'm teasing Tola, man. I'm
I
teasing.
saw 4
No,
cups.
that bara's quiet. That thing is,
You know, and
when
I
you
had,
sort that thing out,
I
it's
had
gonna be
a
quick.
conversation with somebody in the week, I think 2 weeks ago, and like Tola, Jody, and a couple of other guys,
What was Jody?
Jody van School,
Of on school, okay.
they all went to the World Cup racing up in America.
Okay.
So they've learned a lot about
Drags.
race. Yes, dragster was going there. Obviously, the Booty Butter them all went
Yeah,
down
yeah,
that year.
yeah.
But since Tola came back from America, this setup has changed drastically. You can see the cars is working now, even with the power, whatever power plant they have in the
Yes.
car, it's working. So whatever they, like say, still met die oogtijkante,
Yes.
it worked for the cars. I mean, back in the day, before they went there, like that little Escort was flying down there, but it never went straight. He was pedaling that car hard.
Yes, that's right.
And now we can stand behind the car, and that car will only go straight.
Yes.
So the work they did on that car through the years, and being the obviously the advice and what they saw that side made a big difference for them.
But I also
Coming
think,
back.
I think the reason why the car used to go not straight was because the circuit was
no. I can remember one year. I think he was just nitrous, or he just got the turbo car, and he went down the quarter mile. He didn't lose the car. The car was going down, but he was speeding the car. The car didn't went straight, and went over the line. And some of the guys I didn't see because all I heard is why, and I looked and it was straight again. They saw the side. At the time it was the speed and sound
Oh yes, on the
side
side
of the car,
yes.
and I said, "Bro, the speed and sound gesien." I listened and I'm like, okay, I can see here.
Yeah.
But I mean, today I saw a couple of, I mean, you guys can jump onto this page and see that's arrow straight nowadays.
No,
And
it's
that's
going to be
quite,
interesting.
quite.
So I know, yeah. Well, actually, I started asking for you,
Yeah.
other stuff here now. So, and then what happened from there?
From there, basically, life. I got married. I had a beautiful daughter, beautiful wife, and then
You
I have.
Oh,
still,
okay.
still have. They still,
Okay, yeah,
still
yeah,
there.
yeah. I'm just checking.
And then I tried just to take what I do in a less active way, in a sense like that. But
Is the yellow car?
what the Toyota?
No, the
E6.
Yeah.
That E6, it's a long story, but I will tell you as soon as I want. That E6 is a friend's car that I've been looking after for many years, looking after building and stuff like that for the gentleman, Mr. Sirat Sassman of Sassman's and Roofing.
He's a nice guy. I met him.
Yeah,
Very
awesome guy.
nice man.
So look
Yes.
after that car for him. So the aim is to get that one up and going for Fatima this year, inshallah. If everything goes well, that we want to get Fatima into a car this year
Okay.
at the Racing for Change in Ghana.
Is she still gonna do the
But-
cards?
We're chatting about that venture still, so she didn't make up her mind yet. But before Fatima gets into the car, Nilam wants to drive it first. En is de Gatamolle geweest. Ja.
Je gaat die
So-
koers maken voor de huis.
Ik ga het in woord raken.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How's it, Mr. Yasin Parker? How are you, brother?
So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's something that we've
Yeah.
been talking about over the festive season and holidays. It's always to give,
To
first
give
of all,
back.
to give back,
To
first
give
of all,
back, yes.
and also to involve the listeners more than just being there, listening and doing, and
Yes.
overall, we
Maybe they
talk
don't want to listen to us.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's exactly. We want the content what you guys want.
Yes.
That's most important. So what is vitally important is on the Gymkhana side.
Yes.
With should I say with we did a show at Buddy's Motorcycles once,
Yes.
no? Right? No. Before that, we did another motorcycle show in the
Sons of Thunder.
Sons of Thunder, and there we met Gabe Hensel and his dad.
Yes.
And I told his dad, listen here, man. He said he's got a little son who's Gabe, who's like this big, and he's this big. And we said, come to the Gymkhana, bring him with a pocket bike, come. And he had an awesome time at it. With the result that this year we're going to introduce pocket bikes into the Gymkhana.
Awesome.
So it's a very grassroots level.
Yeah, and at that age, I mean, Gabe was 8 years old.
7, I think. He's 7.
No, man, he was larger. 7 was 8 now.
But wait, wasn't his birthday? His birthday's in November. I don't know his birthday.
Okay.
But so what's going to happen this year? We've actually opened up a class for that.
I think it's really cool with what the Racing for Change is doing is that even with the karting, getting the youngsters involved, even with the drift track that's being
so,
involved as well.
this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. Is
Oh, sorry,
we also we are busy. In fact, on Saturday there will be another
Salam
rerun.
Nila.
Be careful what we say now.
No. So,
can you mute her?
Nee, kan ik wel mute?
Oh, okay. So, okay, anyhow, so what's going to happen with the drifting cart? We realize that a young person wants to get into drifting and maybe can't afford a car.
Yeah.
We are going to have drift carts built. Right? Actually, on Saturday, you're going to have Josh there on Saturday again. That's his one.
Yeah.
But they're busy waiting for the parts and stuff to come. It's been ordered, it's been paid for, and they're going to build our prototypes. So what we're trying to do is to get youngsters into drifting, but via the kart route.
Yeah.
We'll still do it at the Gymkhanas because there's a plan for that as well. And I think it's going to be a brilliant setup.
No, definitely it will be. Absolutely prime. And they don't have to drive the whole full course. The course that will be there, we'll have to do it. MashaAllah.
We have some water.
The Ahmas here. That also what it does, it also help development.
Yes.
With Gabe and stuff, with the bike and stuff. Imagine, that once again, it's not fast. It's for them to come out and enjoy them on their bikes. I'm not just saying there isn't other places where they can drive and use their bikes, but on a Saturday was
they actually isn't. Not for that age of groups.
Oh, okay.
So they do have motorbike schools, but you can't just put somebody into a motorbike school. On the full time, even Gabe on the full time, it doesn't going to work. So the Gymkhana is a perfect stepping stone for them, where they can come and learn. I think also because of the speed.
Yes.
And because Gymkhana is not just about speed. Gymkhana is about actually how good your lines are. Yes, and how good your lines. So for a youngster that age, absolutely brilliant.
No, agree.
And so with the carts as well. So the whole idea with the drift cart is the guy must be able to put the cart on his roof of his car on the cart and come to Killarney and come and drive the cart. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we're busy with now.
No, but that's cool. I like that. So there's either Nicholas, that e-brake, cigarette na?
With the MR2.
With the MR2, remember? So what else did we need to chat about? It's not going to be a full show. It's going to be an half an hour or so.
Yeah, we're more than half an hour today.
Don't lie.
Yeah, it's 33. So Saturday.
And that is exactly how come the time.
So Saturday is at Killarney, the 17th this Saturday at 2:00. There's a practice.
From 2 till 6.
Yes, from 2 till 6. And the whole idea is to get new people to come through and come and test the cars
or if you don't want to come drive, then come through and come
check
it out.
Come and see what's happening.
And then speak to the powers that be, the guys that ask for advice. There's so much from front wheel drive to rear wheel drive cars. There is ample people with awesome experience that's doing Gymkhana that can what age.
Yes.
So you don't have to go buy a specific vehicle for you to come do Gymkhana.
And it's not an expensive exercise.
Yeah.
If you have the car, there's so much you can do. I got a call from someone the other day and I said, you know what? You don't need to put a bigger engine into your car. You need to just get the suspension right.
And the way the classing is and the championship is that, last year, who won the
look at here. The All Car Challenge was won by Rian in it's a standard engine 86 with a good suspension setup, right? And road tires.
Yeah.
Second was Ryan Daniels.
Yeah.
In a standard
tires.
1600 for a FE road car tires with a set of coilovers in. Nazmi in a 1300 Yaris. That can push out what 70 kilowatts,
easy,
if at all, right? With a decent suspension, no e-brake.
Yeah.
Right. Ryan didn't have an e-brake either.
Yeah.
Neither. I don't know if Ryan's got an e-brake.
Yeah.
And they can third. So the All Car Championship is so beautiful.
Yeah.
The way it's designed, how the points are calculated.
It's all got to do with consistency.
Yes. It's built on consistency.
If you miss an event, you might suffer. But if you're there, how many rounds is 6 rounds?
6 rounds. Yeah.
6 rounds for the championship to be completed. If you all are there and you are within that bracket or consistency, you will definitely. For somebody like, for argument's sake, we do want put a bullseye on Rian. Rian was not a champion. Everybody needs to beat him now. And for argument's he misses one.
Yes, my friend, what's so you? My friend is normally very conservative.
Yeah, whatever. Nicholas.
That's granddaughter of saying all the funny things here. Eh? I'm gonna get you on the show one day. Just watch when you're in New Zealand.
Yeah. Furthermore, that is basically it. Eh? Is there
Yeah.
anything
So
else?
no, I can't. Like I said, the calendar's out for the year already.
Yeah.
I don't know if I must say this, but maybe I'm gonna entice you guys a bit. So, there was an idea that came up from Andre Smith.
Yeah.
We were discussing something one day, and he said, "Why don't you reintroduce the Jamboree?" I said, "It's difficult where we are." And then I thought about it, and you know what? I'm going to try to do one event where we are in turn 5 as a Jamboree. I'm going to just clear it with Killarney. So we can do a 200-meter drag. So you come on the day, you do. We did this once before already.
We did it once before,
with the same car, a 200-meter drag, which is safe. Because, I mean, you know, this car's can only get to 300 and 200 meters. But you understand what I'm saying? Right? And then we're going to do, I'll design a course, a short circuit. There where we are. Down the straight, through the other pits, they come back through the kitchen. That will be the 8-lapper they used to do in those, the 5-lapper. And then we do the Gymkhana. So it'll be absolutely, I think it'll be brilliant. And it will be absolutely brilliant. And we make it part, like I said, it must still be cleared with Killarney, obviously.
No, obviously.
But I think I think a brilliant idea.
Definitely. And the last thing, so guys, on the 21st of March, okay. So it's touch and go. It's just keep the date open. As well, it's events happening at Killarney. The organization or the team that is going to be doing this event starts with a capital D, and that's the first word, and the second word starts with a capital C. These guys are doing something on the 21st of March. I think the confirmation will happen within this week or next week of confirmation of that event and what type of event it will be on the 21st of March at Killarney International Raceway.
Actually, I do have information, but I'm not going to say anything.
They cannot say anything.
I know, I'm saying nothing.
Lips are sealed.
Well, lips are sealed.
Okay.
I mean,
So I know there's one guy that really wants to know what's happening, and that is Nemesis Jean. He's gonna message me.
It's gonna be good, Andre. I can tell you now, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But that's as much as we can
say. So, guys,
okay, our time is up.
We're up. Yeah. So next week, guys, we're gonna be at Missive Motorsport. I think we can get in the guys from Mischief. I've seen they've been up to Mischief over the weekend, and we can have a chat with them, with Herman, Naeem, and Matthew, and Yasin. Because I'm on Sam Chavis, so we don't know what they do.
That we actually talk to them. But
No, definitely.
So the plans might change. But like I said, we want feedback from the viewers on what you guys want. Right, that's the most important. On the Wednesday will be the general show.
Yes.
And on the
Tuesday
will be specifically the drags. Regardless of what drags it is.
Yes.
It can be street drags, it can be robot to robot, it can be MSA, whatever they call it. I don't know. Time to untime. I don't know what you guys call it. It can be Saldana.
Yes.
As long as it's drags.
Yes.
And then obviously the sprint as well.
So any drags.
What do you mean?
You said any drags.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. I mean
that
you get different drags also.
Well, I'm not too sure.
Drag queens.
No.
Because cars. Okay,
cars.
got you.
Drag racing with motor cars or motorbikes.
Okay,
I'm going to be very specific here. So, am I right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so that's kind of how we're going to start. But we need feedback from you guys.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what we'll do is once we put the flyer out, and we're going to try to do our flyers a little bit earlier as well. So on the flyers, what we're going to try to do is we're going to put our numbers on there. But obviously, we're going to try to do it before the next show. So you guys can interact and also let you know. Then I will have to make the plan to get whatever guests you want on the show, being on Tuesday night or on a Wednesday night, to get us on the show as well.
Yeah. And then we would love to have sponsors. We actually have 2 sponsors a week already. So there's 4 shows for the month of the general show, right?
Correct.
Of which 2 is already taken.
Yes.
So we want to still fill up the 2 slots and obviously the drag slots as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, but we can always talk about it, bye guys. Okay, so for me, I'm good. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Yeah, we'll put other stuff on the chat there. And Nilam, thank you for sending me here tonight. Anwar, for me, thanks guys for everything.
Cool.
And
thank you.
I shall see you guys on Saturday. Oh yes, I didn't tell them. At 12 o'clock, we're doing the handover of the stationary packs to the value of it's definitely more than 10,000 rand. That more than that Racing for Change has contributed to the fire in the noon of the weekend. So if you guys want to be part of the handover on Saturday, it's going to happen at 12 o'clock at Killarney. I'll put the details on the WhatsApp chat.
Cool.
Okay.
Guys, from me, Abdul, that's him. More than just motoring, I want to say thank you to you guys. Once again, thank you for always support. If you're not supporting, go to the channel. Please like and share and doen wat julle moet doen.
Yeah.
From me and Madenos, thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Bye.
Okay, guys. Have a great evening. And thanks for everything.